and he's in a state of shock. So he says, okay, Ya Rasulullah. He says, oh, he didn't say Ya Rasulullah at the time because he wasn't Muslim, but he said, okay, Ya Muhammad. He goes, what do you want me to do? He goes, the Prophet said, he goes, anybody that's coming from behind us now, he goes, I want you to turn them around and send them back to Mecca. And he said, if you tell them, then obviously we're going to be caught. But he said, I want you to tell them this and this and this. So as he's on his way, he goes, yeah, that's fine, inshallah. So he's very happy that he thinks he's going to, and he's not fooled, because a lot of people like would tend to fool you with a lie. That's like a lie. It's like impossible. But obviously, because the Prophet, he only speaks the truth. And he's never lied once in his life, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he's returning back to Mecca, and then he sees a group of horsemen, and they're all coming, and he stops them and he goes, "Where are you guys off to?" And they're like, "Oh, we're going up there to find Muhammad." He goes, "Muhammad's not there. I've just been up there," and he was with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he goes, he's not there. And we were like, what do you mean? He goes, I've already looked around this part of the desert. I haven't seen nobody. I know the footprints very well, and my horse, like, mashallah, it's a fast one. It never stops running. He goes, you're going to waste your time here. Turn back to Mecca. So they're thinking, okay, because we've already seen somebody who's been at a place where we want to go, and if that's what he's saying is the truth, then khalas. And so they all go back to Mecca. And Sayyidina Suraqa's sitting there, and he's just like, oh, when will I ever get the crown? When will I ever be able to wear the crown? And so he became Muslim later on. And then in the time of Sayyidina Umar, so this is after the time of the Prophet and after the time of Sayyidina Abu Bakr, that the Muslims, they go and conquer Persia. Sayyidina Umar sent an entire, like a full army, close to 100,000, 150,000 Muslims, and they go and wage war in the lands of Persia, and they spread Islam, and they spread Islam, and then they conquer the palace as well of the Persians, or the Persian at the time, the king at the time, and they received the crown, and they received all the wealth, the gold, the clothes and everything. And so one of the Sahaba was like, nobody should touch this. And they were like, why can't, a lot of people would want to sell it and make money. They were like, no, the Prophet ﷺ promised a Sahabi who's in Medina right now. It was this man, Suraqa, who had caught him in the desert. And he said that he was going to wear this. And some of those men who had conquered Persia at the time, they weren't from the Sahaba. They were from the Tabi'een, a generation after the Sahaba, yeah. So they never saw the Prophet ﷺ. So they're like, if that's what the Prophet ﷺ said, then khalas, we can't touch it. Send it back to Medina. So they sent it back to Medina, and then it comes, and then all the people of Medina, they come to, they're extremely happy. They're like, oh, alhamdulillah, Persia's been conquered now. Islam's been spread. And they find they see the gold and the crown of that evil king at the time, Kisra. And then Sayyidina Umar asks, where's that Suraqa bin Malik? Where's this individual? And the Prophet, and he comes and he goes, yeah, I'm here. He goes, come and fulfill the promise of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he wears it, haka, then he takes it, and khalas, it becomes his. So that was like just a little story of the man who was tracking the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Sayyidina Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. Move on.